Mad Alliance was howling as Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. That's going to be my reaction and review for Part 1, Episode 8 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Let's get it.
You move pretty well for your size. If you didn't, though, it wouldn't be worth the effort to cut you down.
Who are you?
I'm number 66. Well, that's the name they gave me when I came to work here anyway.
It's a transmutation circle.
What is all this? I bet this is what they use to transmute a philosopher's stone.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
Who are you, pal?
The one in charge of guarding this place from curious brats. For the moment, let's just say my name is number 48.
Is it just me, or do these guys kind of...
Believe me, I'm not
These guys kind of remind me of
my orders
Alphonse, just a little bit.
Anyone who wanders
I don't know,
here,
just the way they look.
knows where it doesn't belong. Try not to take it personally, boy.
All right, I won't.
Yeah!
Try not to take it personally when this boy kicks your ass. My, what's this? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you're hollow inside.
You're a perceptive one.
I could tell from the sound. I spar against someone like you all the time.
So there are
That's what I was
people like
saying.
me on
Kind of
the
reminds me of
outside,
Alphonse a
too,
little bit.
other. 48 is the number I was assigned when I was on death row. Back when I still had a living body, I was better known as Slicer. I was a mass murderer, you see.
So you were slated for execution.
He was one of
Tell
the
me something.
prisoners
Then.
used
This
for the stone.
laboratory. Are they using condemned prisoners like you to make philosopher's stones here?
That I can't tell you. It isn't my area. They simply recognized my skills, gave me this body, and made me their trusty guard dog.
Interesting. I'm sure they gave you a seal, too, to serve as a medium between soul and armor?
Yes, I have a blood seal. This is it.
Just like Edward gave Al.
If you destroy this, the fight's yours.
That's awfully considerate of you to show me your weakness.
By the same token, then, if Al's seal is destroyed, could he...
During a fight now and then.
I just realized that.
As long as you're in such a giving mood, then how about this? Why not just let me go?
Nice try, kid. But what kind of mass murderer lets his prey get away so easily? Now, let's fight.
What happened? My shoulder doesn't feel right.
Ooh.
Damn it! Why can't you sit still for a second and let me cut you up, you big bucket of balls?
Yeah, they're both the same as Al.
You're empty.
He has no seal, though. He has no seal.
I am the infamous serial killer, Barry the Chopper!
Sorry, I've never heard of you. I'm from a little town in the east, so...
Fine! But even if you don't know who I am, shouldn't you at least be a little scared? Shouldn't you be going, ah! Or what happened to your body? Or something? Ah! What happened to your body, freak?
Hey, now that's impolite. It's kind of a long story. When I lost my body, my brother transmuted my soul and bonded it to this armor.
Are you sure that you're not a puppet created and controlled by your so-called brother? Were you ever even a real person to begin with?
How can you ask something like
Yeah,
that?
he was.
I was a real boy, and my name was Alphonse Elric.
How can you be so sure of that?
I have memories. I remember who I was before.
And who's to say those memories aren't made up?
But Winry and Granny, they know me.
That's easy. They're
Stop
in on it
screwing with his
too.
head.
Go out! Do it now!
What? That was dirty!
There's no such thing as dirty in a fight! something I need to ask you about.
The Philosopher's Stone?
Yes. Tell me everything you know about it.
Sorry, can't.
Hey now, tell me I did beat you at your own game.
That's where you're wrong. I'm not beaten yet.
Impossible! Not good. Not good. Here he comes.
You need to get out the fight, Ed.
I'm going to die.
Oh!
You reminded me of someone I don't like, and now I've done exactly what he did.
Come on, boy, you've won. Hurry up and destroy us.
No, I'm not a murderer.
With bodies like these, are we really even people?
I consider you people whether you have physical bodies or not. If I didn't, that would mean I didn't believe my own brother as a person either.
There is one way you can prove that you're not just a puppet made from scraps of armor.
Huh?
You've got a blood seal too, right? Destroy it. Go ahead, break it yourself. If you die, you were a real boy all along, just like
That's
you want
stupid.
to believe.
No,
That's-
there's no way I could ever do that.
Oh no? Then I guess I'll have to do it for you, won't I?
I know that my brother is a human being. That means you guys are human too. I will not take the life of another person.
For that boy, I'll give you a parting gift. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you who made the Philosopher's Stone and ordered us to guard this place.
Is that Lust? Yeah. Oh, they're me.
My, that was a close call.
The first encounter with
48, you should know better than to talk
Lust
about things that
and
don't
Edward.
concern you.
Brother! Brother! Brother!
oh, she.
Quit your pathetic blubbering, you idiot! You were trying to kill one of our most important sacrifices. Do you understand me? You could have messed up the entire plan.
God.
What would we have done then? Huh?
Tell me who you people are. What plan are you talking about?
Whoa now. There's no need to fight here. Someone might get hurt, you know.
This is a fight that you started, so come on!
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
No.
You're fortunate your arm's broken. If not for that, you wouldn't be getting off so easily.
Listen to me well, boy. Don't ever forget this. Always remember we allowed you to live. We can't have him poking around this place again. It's too dangerous. It'll have to go. Blow it up.
You know, Al, there's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while. But I guess I've been too afraid to say it.
What was Ed about to tell me? He said he'd been too afraid to say it before. What could have frightened him that much?
Are you sure you're not a puppet created by your so-called brother? Were you ever even a real
No,
person
you're
to
just
begin
no.
with? You're mine now, little puppet! What?
Is the whole place?
Time to get out of here!
Hey, you!
Get going if I were you!
Hold it!
Brother! Brother!
Take cover, Al, or you're going to get caught in it too!
Get Ed.
There you are! I brought a little present for you!
Brother!
His life's not in danger, but he has lost a lot of blood, so you might want to get him to a hospital as soon as you can. Also, you really should keep a better eye on him, stop him from taking these crazy risks. He's a precious resource.
But who are you?
Lieutenant Ross, we need to go!
Sergeant, help me with him!
Are you sure you're not a puppet created by your so-called brother?
Forget that crap. I was not expecting Lust to show up at the fifth laboratory. That was totally unexpected for me, and it made me happy though, because that was the first encounter between Edward and Lust. I was waiting because I was like, they are going to have to meet eventually. She's like the main villain. She said that Edward is a very important part to what she's trying to accomplish. She said like the Fullmetal Alchemist is a very vital part to what she's trying to do. So she needs him alive. So she didn't kill him. She let him go. He's alive. And so he was also given back to Alphonse. So I don't know why she didn't just take him, because he had lost a lot of blood. He was weak, you know. His arm wasn't working anymore. So if the Fullmetal Alchemist is a very important part to what she's trying to do, I don't know why. If she had the complete opportunity. I know she didn't want him dead, but I don't get why she didn't take him. You know, I don't get why she gave him back to Alphonse. It really makes me wonder even more, well, what she's trying to do. If, you know, she didn't take him, she just gave him back. You know, you guys say all my questions will be answered in due time. So it is what it is. And I don't know why I didn't realize this sooner, but I realized it when number 48, when he had said, if you break my blood seal, that will kill me. That's when I realized, I was like, that's the same, because I asked this before, I think I asked this before. I asked, can Alphonse die? Because, you know, we've seen his head get chopped off and his the side of his armor, you know, be destroyed. So I was like, can he die? You know, can he die? So if the blood seal is destroyed, then Alphonse can die. And I don't know if I should have realized that earlier, but I didn't realize it until this episode. And everything that everything that Barry was saying, that's BS. I hope Alphonse doesn't let that get to his head too much. Obviously, it's getting to his head, but I hope it, you know, it doesn't get to his head to the point where he gets mad at Edward, and he thinks that Edward actually created false memories and stuff. You know, everything that Barry was saying was just BS. I mean, we saw flashbacks before of a young Edward and young Alphonse, you know, together. So it's just BS, and I hope Alphonse doesn't, I hope he doesn't start thinking about that too much. There was no Scar again. Like I said, I'm kind of liking Scar a little bit, just because he gives me like Punisher vibes, and it isn't like he's necessarily a villain, you know, trying to do something for evil purposes, or like he has an evil agenda like Lust does. He feels what he's doing is right. So you can't really consider him a villain. And I really like the character, but he's definitely out for the count. He lost a lot of blood. He's going to be gone for a while recovering or something. It would be cool if maybe we could see some of that, like in the next few episodes, maybe some of wherever he's at, him recovering, you know. I am confused about Barry, because Alphonse has a seal, number 48 had a seal, but Barry didn't have a seal. So how is Barry alive within the armor if he didn't have a seal? Answer that for me, okay? Because unless I missed it, when he took when his helmet came off, I didn't see a seal anywhere. So they went to this 5th laboratory to check it out, see what it was. Obviously it was more than what people said it was, and it was where they were taking prisoners and using these prisoners to do the transmutations to make the Philosopher's Stones, which like Edward even said in this episode, even though it was just, you know, number 48 was just his soul within a body of armor, he was still a person. And Al said it before, and he said it again in this episode, I'm not a murderer. So they can make the Philosopher's Stone, but they would have to use human bodies. So again, I don't know how they're going to make the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know if they'll even try and make it anymore, but it's, you know, the way to get their bodies back. But they're not going to kill people just to make a Philosopher's Stone. So that's something I'm really wondering, is how they're going to go about making the Philosopher's Stone. And maybe they could, like, because there's incomplete ones and then complete ones. Maybe they could just find, you know, a complete Philosopher's Stone that's already been, like, that was originally what they were doing anyway, is they weren't going to try and make it, they were going to try and find the Philosopher's Stone. So maybe they can just, you know, find out where there's maybe a complete Philosopher's Stone, and they could use that, even though, I mean, yeah, human bodies were killed to use. At least they wouldn't have to kill humans to make one, you know. They could just get a stone that's already been made completely, you know. I think that'd be better than making it and having to kill people. This was one of my favorite episodes so far, just alone for the fact that Lust and Edward finally had an encounter with each other, because I was waiting for that to happen. You know, we saw Edward and Al doing their thing, and then we saw Lust and Gluttony and Envy doing their thing, and I was like, when are they gonna finally have an encounter, you know? And since she said the Fullmetal Alchemist was a very vital part to what she was doing, I was waiting for them to have an encounter. Something really is always happening to Edward and Alphonse. Like, Edward just lost his arm, had to get his arm fixed, then his first real legit battle after that, he, you know, gets cut and stuff and loses a lot of blood. It seems something is always happening to them, and I can't see too much, you know, action going on the next episode. I feel it'll mostly just be Ed in the hospital recovering. And now he knows about Lust, because we knew that Lust knew about Edward and Alphonse, but they had no idea about who Lust was. They were just looking for the Philosopher's Stone, and then when they were told that they could make it, they were trying to make it, but they had no clue who Lust was, or any of her agendas or anything, and I don't know that either. But now they know who Lust is, so maybe they'll try and find out what her deal is. But really, they're not trying to really, you know, stop Lust or anything during this show so far. What their goal is getting a Philosopher's Stone. But now, you know, Scar was a thing, but he's pretty much out for the count now, so they're not really worried about that either. They're mostly just worried about the Philosopher's Stone. But I hope Edward and Alphonse take Lust seriously, and, you know, maybe try and find her and what she's, you know, got planned at the same time that they're trying to get a Philosopher's Stone. Because after what she told him, and how, like, she spared him and he was important to what she was doing and everything, hopefully they take Lust seriously, and they don't just brush this off for something for the rest of the military to handle. Hopefully they take it seriously and try to find out what her goal is. This was my reaction and review for part 1, episode 8 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Definitely one of my favorite episodes so far. If you enjoyed my video, let me know what you thought. Links to all my social media will be down below in the description box, along with the link for my Patreon, so that if you want to, you can pledge and become a patron, and you'll get early access for all my reactions and reviews for the latest episodes of any anime that I watch. Smash the like button, share this video with anyone you feel would enjoy. If you are new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell to join the Mad Alliance on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Hope you all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.